And welcome back. We now are joined by someone who is having a monster season. She's among the nation's leaders in hitting, in home runs, and RBIs for the North Carolina Tar Heels. I speak of Emily LeGette, who joins us now here on In the Circle at D1 Softball, powered by 643. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good. I'm looking at your numbers. I'm just going to tell for the audience as we record this, as we're recording. You're hitting over 500. You're among the nation's leader in batting average. You got 47 hits, 18 homers, 60 RBIs. Is there any of those stats I just read off that even surprises you?
I didn't know I was that I did not know I was that high in RBIs yet. Last time I think I was aware of it, I was at like 30 something. And I'm not a big stats girl. Like I don't like knowing my numbers and I don't look at my numbers. So the last time I was aware of it, it was 30. So the fact we're getting up there is kind of crazy.
It is. Well, don't worry about it. Just disregard. Keep doing what you're doing. It's been working for you there. What's it been like for you this season? You feel it seems like you're comfortable at every game. You obviously been locked in. What's it been like for you at the plate?
Um, Honestly, it's just having fun again. Like I go out there every day with my teammates and my coaches, and I'm so excited to be there, and I'm having so much fun playing the game. Like, and I feel like that little like 6-year-old girl who fell in love with the game again. And it's just being in the moment and getting to have fun with these girls and get to play our hearts out and play this game that we all love together and kind of just go out there and try to kick some butt. And there's really no way to beat it. Best feeling ever.
Speak of this offense, because you're not the only one hitting pretty well. You're among the nation's best offenses as a unit. Just talk about some of your teammates that have also contributed not only to your success but for the overall success of this team's offense.
hmm Um, I could literally go through the lineup. They're all amazing. 1 through 9 is amazing. To start it off, you got Sanaa Thompson, who is the most consistent hitter I think I've ever played with. Like they're truly, and she's fast. Like there is truly no easy way to get her out. Like that girl is just hits gaps, like will hit a ground ball and just run it out, no problem. And then you got Lexi Roberts right after her, who is the most consistent stopper I have seen as well. Like the speed with 1 and 2, they are both just like chaos on the course. And then right after me, you got Shelby Barbie, who I forget what his name was, but we were talking about it, and it was the guy who hit after Barry Bonds. I don't remember what his name was. They were talking about it. But
Jeff
so
Cat?
the
Are you Jeff Cat? Are you talking about him?
yeah, Jeff Cat. They say it's like Barry Bonds and Jeff Cat, which is like me and Shelby, because like if I get on base, like I have the utmost faith in this girl to hit the ball. Like she is a dangerous hitter, literally anywhere in the zone. And then who do we got after that? Tarpey, Michelle Tarpey. Then we got MC Eaton, Raina Blackwell, Reagan, like an insane lineup. Kiwi Pierce. Um, and everyone's just so consistent. Like we go into practice every day and we're competing and we're trying to we have our trying to think of the word. Our term for this year is relentlessly scrappy, and that's what we're trying to do every time we go up the plate. We were talking about at the beginning of the year, it was like, what do we want to be as hitters? And we all agreed that we want to be the most annoying hitters for a pitcher. Like we want to go 1 through 9, and like they're like, oh my God, like this girl's up again, but 1 through 9. And so we're trying to be relentlessly scrappy and kind of just give the pitcher some hell, you know?
I think you've accomplished that. It sounds to me, when did you know that you felt that this offense could be really special as a group? When did you know?
I want to say in the fall, like one of our first practices, we were doing live of our pitchers, and I think we had BP after, and we had we had 26 girls out there, and everyone was just rocketing the ball, like feeding the trees, and we're hitting off our pitchers, and everyone just like putting up a fight. And I remember like looking around, and I was like this is really good. Like this is really good. And I remember trying to like scrap in my head like how they're possibly going to make a lineup. And I actually don't think they even knew till probably a week before we played how to even pick a lineup, because we have 26 girls who can all play can all hit the ball really well, can all field really well, can all pitch really well. And so we do really good on like rotating everyone in. I just knew early fall, I was like, this is going to be a fun season.
What was it? What is it about North Carolina that's been such a good fit for you?
I would say the coaching staff. Like I love the coaching staff, every single one of them. That was one of the things I was looking for when I entered the portal. I remember my first phone call with Coach Lyon, first ever conversation with the man. I think we were on the phone for like 50 minutes. Just talking about hitting, like his philosophies, what type of hitter I am, type of way he teaches. And like Coach Smith is just the most like encouraging, passionate coach that you'll ever meet. And just every day when she has to give a speech or just like talk to us, like it's literally like a movie scene. Like, and I feel like I'm watching this like movie, and it's the most like, she's just so passionate in everything she does, and they're all just great people and great coaches. And I think going into practice every day with them, like I look forward to it every single day. And we all walk in there, we say hi to the coaches, and we go say hi to our teammates, and it's just a great atmosphere they have created there at Carolina, here at Carolina.
Is there a game, a swing, or moment where you're like, yeah, this is a good fit. This is where I'm supposed to be.
Um, I wouldn't say it was really a moment. I think it was just one of those things like if you know, you know. I'm a heavy believer in like everything happens for a reason. And I want to say probably like our first few games, like just how well the team meshed and how well the team gets along together, and like we're all like these little puzzle pieces. And I just kind of knew that I was like, this is gonna be a great season. This is a great school, and we're having the most fun doing it.
I want to take you back to a day against Virginia where you end up playing a doubleheader. You win a game on the walk off. You swing with your swing in a day where you end up hitting, I think, 3 home runs, if you recall.
Mhm.
You remember that day very well there?
I think it was four.
4 home runs, yeah, but you hit like 3 in a row. I felt like at one point. I don't know. I lost track. It was
Yeah,
wild. It was a
yeah.
wild day. But you hit one with the walk off, and you're right. You hit like 4 overall.
Mhm.
Just take me through that day.
Um, I have very goldfish mentality. So it's like each at bat, I'm not thinking about what I did in my past at bat or like if I hit a home on my last at bat. So like each at bat, I was just going in there with like I think went through like four pitchers. So I think like if there was only one pitcher I saw twice that day. And so every time I went back, there was a new pitcher, and I'm just thinking about her pitches. I'm trying to hit her best pitch. And I was just honestly trying to catch a barrel. And that's pretty much all I try to do is just try to catch a barrel. And I was lucky enough that way to catch a few, and it just kept going. And the ball kept rolling. And I surprised myself, if I'm being honest. Like I think I remember like sitting there in the team room after, and I was just sitting there and we're all like at the table. I was just sitting there smiling. I was like, wow, like we really just did that.
It's insane series. For the record, and Alex refined it, said he clarified it. You hit 3 home runs in a game. The next game, you hit another home run for 4 home runs in a day, which
Yeah.
is amazing. Like, there's a lot of people that may not hit 4 home runs in a season. You hit four in one day.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day. Swing felt good that day.
Do you consider yourself a power hitter, or do you just consider yourself a hitter that just happens to hit home runs?
That one, yeah, I just happen to hit home runs. Like I don't go up there with like that intention, really. Like I truly, the only thing I'm saying to myself is like, all right, catch a barrel. All right, hit ball, where's pitch, go with it, turn on it. And it literally just happens. Like I think I've just gotten to the point in my career where I'm like strong enough that when I do catch a barrel, it just happens to go, if I'm being honest.
How would you describe your swing and all the mechanics that come with it in the because it looks very sound. At least watching from the outside. Describe the mechanics of your swing.
Yeah. I'm pretty simple. I have a closed stance. I kind of stand tall, and I have like a longer like stride, just kind of like give me more time to like react to the pitch and like where the pitching's at. And I'm really simple. I'm just trying to keep my hands close to my body and extend through it. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm just trying to make sure I swing hard, keep my hands through the ball, go with the ball, turn on it, and keep my extension going. That's pretty much it.
What
Very simple minded. Yeah.
simple works? Simple works. You're from Fort Lauderdale.
Hmm. Correct.
Describe go. growing up down there, and what got you into softball?
hmm well, first off, South Florida ballers. Like I think every sport there are ballers down there, and everyone from South Florida can say that or has played people from South Florida. But yeah, growing up, my sister played softball. I have an older sister, Sarah, and she's 34. So when she was like, she's 14 years older than me. So when she was like 16, my mom always tells the story of like I like actually like grew up on the softball field. She was like 16. I'm like 2 years old, like running around the softball field, kind of just like getting passed along between like parents or teammates and stuff like that. So I mean, she always played softball. So when I got old enough, I kind of just started like grabbing a bat and swinging it, and I got into rec softball. And then I think I started travel softball when I was like, I want to say like 7 years old, 6 or 7 years old. Um, but living in South Florida is crazy. Like the amount of ballers I got to like grow up with and play with. I was fortunate when I was in middle school, I got looked at by like Marty Cooper, who was this big Gold Coast Hurricanes at the time. And so next thing I know, I was in seventh grade playing on an 18U team with like Kat Rodriguez, who graduated from Carolina last year. Played with like Lindsey Garcia, who went to Auburn and then Clemson. Hannah Sipos, who played at Florida, and a bunch of other names that like I'm literally in seventh grade not knowing who these people like who are they going to be, and they were just ballers since day one. So I'm here at 14 years old, playing with these girls and kind of like, and I was like a kid too. So like we'd go to like tournaments and they'd always room me with Kat. And because Kat was like my team mom and I was just always paired with Kat. And just growing up with those like players, like I always tried to be like them. Like anytime they're in practice, like they're going hard every rep and just like being around that, like, it rubs off on you and you like want to push yourself harder. So from like a young age, I was around really competitive players. And I think that just like sparked it in me to like want to keep going, want to keep getting better. I'm watching all these cool players making all these cool plays. And I was like, all right, like I want to do that. I want to see these girls hitting 300 footballs. I was like, all right, like I want to do that. And I think South Florida, biggest ballers down there. It's insane. I definitely think I did play a big part in my upbringing and where I am today, for sure.
It's pretty good. Where'd you go high school wise?
I went to American Heritage in Plantation.
Okay, not a bad school to come from there.
No, that was a really good school. Really good
Did you
school.
did you have favorite athletes?
Growing up,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
yeah, I really like Jesse Warren growing up. I was a big Florida. We were a big FSU fans. Me and my mom, my brother and sister both went to FSU. We're big FSU fans. I like Jesse Warren. I, I just liked watching softball. Like I didn't keep up with a lot of people, but Jesse Warren was definitely up there for sure. I liked Sierra Romero, Sid Romero. I remember growing up with like the Oklahoma when they went on like their four-time national championship. But yeah, there was a lot. I just had softball on constantly. And me and my mom, we would just sit there and talk about it and watch softball all day. And,
That's pretty good. Do you still watch
yeah.
softball? Like when you're not playing, do you have it on all the time?
Oh, 100%. My roommates are out there right now and they're watching, I think, LSU in Oklahoma, and I was sitting watching it for a minute. No,
There.
like we like come home and our one roommate was like, we'll play like a double header, like 14 innings, and like we'll come home, we'll like sit down, have our food, and we're like, all right, are there any games on? Like we're constantly watching softball, 100%. Yeah.
What is it about softball that got you hooked? What is it that hooks you to the sport?
Um, I think growing up, I liked how it was not just like one-sided, like soccer. Or I don't know. I like there was two aspects to softball, like hitting and fielding. I really liked, and I thought it was really different than other sports. And I played a lot of sports growing up, but I also am not really, I didn't like running that much. So I played travel soccer for a while too and softball. And so I eventually had to pick. And I remember at one point, I took a break from soccer because I was playing softball. And I came back to like the first time for soccer practice and I was so out of shape and I was so gassed and tired and like running around. And it was like when I had to like eventually pick one, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna stick softball. It's not fun anymore.
Think you made a good choice on that one.
Yeah.
Think you made a good choice on that one. I think that's very fair. Do you have
Mhm.
goal? What's your goals outside of softball?
Um, once again, I'm a really simple guy. I just want to graduate. So I'm getting a degree from Carolina. I think would be really awesome. Um, I really I want to be a cop. When I graduate, I want to be a cop. So like I had to go to the police academy and start like training for that, getting into like shooting and stuff like that. But yeah, honestly, I just want to get a degree, go through the academy, move up the ranks a little bit, maybe like FBI or something at some point.
Oh wow,
But
wow!
yeah.
What got you interested in going in that direction?
Um, I've never been like sit at an office girl, and my mom and dad were both cops, and my whole family is like really active people. Like my brother's in the military. I think what he does is so cool, and like that's like his thing. I'll let him have his thing. And so like I think being a cop would be really cool. And like I don't know, FBI, just watching all the FBI shows growing up, and like DEA and stuff like that. I always thought was cool, which I don't think DEA is a thing anymore. But just to work in like narcotics, I always think it's like the coolest thing ever. And I'm getting to the age where it's like realistic, so I just really like do stuff like
What was your favorite TV show?
that. Growing up, no, I just remember like we watched movies, like a bunch of like cop movies and like action movies.
Okay.
Growing up, like The Heat and stuff like that. Of like about all
Ooh,
these like detectives, and I always
yeah,
thought it was so cool. Or like what's that one show? Criminal Minds. Like I always
yeah.
thought Criminal Minds was really cool. Like all the like analytics and like stuff like that, I always really enjoyed. So yeah, I'll try to go to the academy after this and see what happens.
You're not the first softball person on this podcast that has mentioned Criminal Minds as a That's wild. I don't know
Really?
what it. Yeah, I'm not even joking. I wish I've had coaches and players both tell me
Hmm.
Criminal Minds. It's
It's a
wild.
great show. Have you seen it? It's a great show.
Yes, yes. I just find that wild that softball connects to Criminal Minds. That's wild to me. That's
Yeah.
pretty funny. That's pretty good. Could could either coaching softball or playing professionally though delay that a little bit? Is that of interest?
Oh, 100% of interest. But I think playing pro would be the coolest thing ever, and I would 100% do it, and it would 100% delay everything I just said. But if it happens, it happens. Um, I know, I honestly think it would be like the coolest thing ever. But I'm not really big coaching. Like I did some coaching in the summer. It's just a lot of credits to all the college softball coaches out there. It's just like
Tough.
schedules, yeah, tough schedule, moving around, like going from colleges and stuff like that. So no, I'll probably pick up like travel coaching at some point in my life again. But yeah, if I get that call, I think I would 100% take it and delay everything I just said. But we'll see. We will see.
Could always do media, and there's no losses in media.
True.
You could always do color commentary. You can always do that.
That is true. That is so true. And I've thought about that like briefly, and I was like, when I like commentate like my games to myself, or like when we're watching TV, I would just like say stuff, and I was like, I like actually feel like I could do this. I could yap long enough and
That's the
talk about
key. Yeah,
softball.
if you could
Yeah,
yap, and yeah, it sounds like you've got the DNA there. If you're talking to yourself about during a game, that's usually
yeah,
how that starts. That's what I have done through growing up. So now that's the secret to broadcasting.
yeah. I feel like I could do it, and if that happens, that happens, and I need to go that route. I feel like I would enjoy it.
It's the best of
We'll see.
both worlds. You get to stay in the sport of softball, but not the stress of coaching, which comes with recruiting and all the
Yeah,
decisions you got to make on the field and all the scrutiny.
yeah,
And broadcasting, you can
yeah.
just react to what you're watching. It's like, yeah, I would have done that.
Hmm. Yeah, and talk about it.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens. I'm really just like whatever comes my way, kind of just go with the flow. So if it ends up going that direction, I don't think I would mind it. I really don't think I would.
All right, we've got it out there for the public now. You're interested in playing pro and then media side. I like it. We'll go with there. I'll let you go on this as you get ready for the second half. I know you got a big rivalry series coming up as you get back to ACC play. What do you
Mhm.
what you guys have to do here to make a run here in the second half of the season here in the ACC and accomplish your goals internally?
Um, Honestly, just working together as a team. When all aspects of our game are on, like the Tar Heels are hot, and I think just kind of learning from these games. And we've played like seven top 25 teams and stuff like that. We have a pretty tough ACC schedule. So it's honestly just staying true to ourselves and following our little goals we have throughout a game. And I just think if our hitting's on, or pitching's on, or fielding's on, as the Tar Heels are pretty hard to beat. So I think just keeping that momentum going
But
and throughout ACC tournament.
play a
Yeah.
lot of dramatic games. You don't have to, you don't have to play so many dramatic games. I mean, as much as we enjoy it, you could simply win some simple games just for.
Yeah. Yeah. We talk about that a lot, really. We just have to make it interesting every
You
now and then.
definitely
We just have
make
to make it
things
interesting.
interesting. It's been
Yeah.
interesting. Well, but you've been fun. You've been fun to watch play. Keep up the great play. Like I said, you've been exciting to watch all year. Congrats on that. Good luck the rest of the way. And
Thank
thanks
you.
for joining us here on In the Circle at D1 Softball. Well, maybe if you continue the media side, we'll get you back on there and give
Oh,
you more of
I
a
would love
media
that.
role.
I would love that. That'd be awesome. But thank you for having me. This was fun. I had a blast.